our season finale.
Woohoo!
If you are still listening at this point, it's because you have listened to us for 2 days straight. Are you kidding me?
That's a lot of hours of listening to us. Just like,
we hope you're not bored of us.
hopefully not yet. Not yet. Hopefully never.
Oh, I mean, it's been crazy. We've been doing this for like a year, and we've only taken off like a couple weeks between
for the most
everything.
part, we've been very steady. So we decided that in between this season 1 and season 2, that we're going to take a couple weeks off, a little bit of time, rest the voices.
Yeah, April is busy traveling for us, and
then we're going to come back full force.
Yeah, we're going to Europe with Mama Scoop, and we're like, what are we gonna do? We're like, we don't want to take our podcast off. We're like, we're just good place to pause. It's been like a year, and we so love having you guys listening. I mean, we've gotten like some great follow-ups over the season, and like someone told me that most podcasts only make it to 10 episodes.
Well, we have surpassed that.
We've almost made
and
it to
a lot
50.
more to come.
Yes. So thank you for listening. It'll be a great season wrap up. Let's just get into our twins and outs.
Oh yeah. Okay, I can go first because I thought about this week.
She's been thinking.
My in this week is the return of the statement necklace.
Ooh, yeah.
Glitter sparkles.
Statement.
Amazing.
Millennials, I know we're all excited. We're all clapping.
So, us millennials, it's like built into our systems to love a statement necklace. And now that we're seeing them though, they're like slightly revamped. So instead of it being like, I feel like the millennial statement necklace would be like big chunky like flowers, or it's like,
Yeah, was there a name for that where it was like it wasn't like a collar?
it was almost like a plate of just sort of
Yeah.
like a bunch of different like big
Flowers
metallic
and-
flowers. It like kind of covered a big part of your like your collar,
Décolletage.
right? Yeah. But what we're seeing this season, I am so pumped about it, are these like big beads. Like
Yeah, it's
think
almost
about
like-
like your grandma's like jewelry type thing. We were like, that's costume jewelry. Like it really,
the chunky beads.
these chunky beads
specifically.
And I've been seeing, oh my gosh, like really, really cute in the summer, a white tank top. You got some linen pants or just a pair of jeans, and then you get like a chunky red beaded necklace. It's giving like such vintage vibes.
It is.
So like 50s. I don't even know.
It is
Like
kind of 50s, like not quite to Prue's level from like the Great British Baking Show, where she's got like the big like wonky, but it's like big beads. Like,
yeah, just very symmetrical. Like you know how you would have a strand of pearls, but it's just like a big strand of like colorful beads. I got a couple from Bobble Bar that I'm really liking, and they're like semi-precious. And they have like adjustable clasp, so it can either be really kind of almost like a choker, like really just at your collar, or it can be a little more released. And I'm having so much fun. Like I think I got one that's yellow, one that is bigger. Like we're talking, gosh, what size is that? Like what would that be? Like gumball size almost.
That's fun. I mean, it is
red.
very...
It's sort of like a red mottled bead. And then I got another one that's a light blue. So I've got like 3 chonky bead necklaces, and I'm just like somehow like adding them to anything. I'm like, I love it.
It is kind of, I mean, everything swings back, right? It's like, it was very like just do a gold chain or whatever. And then it's like, okay, we're coming back to color. We're coming back to a pop, but like everything's slightly different, which is why I love when a trend comes back, because it's never exactly the same.
Yeah, I mean, it might be very adjacent, but it's never going to be exactly the same.
It's not a carbon
And
copy.
sometimes, most of the time, it's a good thing.
Yeah, you're
like
like,
we
we
want
did
like a
that
rebirth.
phase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, but yeah, these like beaded necklaces. And I like that they're coming back in a lot of these like semi-precious beads too. So it's not just plastic, right? So it gives a little bit more dimension than if it's just like, you're going to the fabric store or craft store and just getting like a strand of,
Although you could.
But you could
do that.
But yeah, I just like the direction that's going.
Me too.
Also seeing like, I also got one that's kind of like coral,
Fun for
like
spring
coral
and
pieces.
summer.
Yeah, they're just like great, really bold color without being busy shape wise necessarily.
Yeah, like it brightens up a neutrals outfit, or like just closet staples. You're like, oh, I'm wearing, like you said, white linen pants with a white tee or tank, and suddenly you add the necklace. You're like, oh, this outfit's so interesting. You're like, it's the necklace. Like, it really is.
So that's my major, and I'm just so excited to like play with that as we get into more springtime.
Love
it.
it.
Easy in.
My in is we embraced the curls this week.
It looks so good. I feel like Sarah looks like her most natural self with curls, which is funny because I'm like, Do I not feel like my most natural self with curls?
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, Sarah wore her natural curls for so long in college and everything. And to me, I'm just like, when I look at her with that, I'm like, oh, it's Sarah.
It's a little. I think I'm like relearning how to do it because it's been a while. I think I did a little too much product because like my hair's pretty fine, and so if I do too much product, it like weighs it down a little bit.
Also, like if you've been doing it more blown out and then it's like coming back, like I feel like it takes a couple washes
for your hair to remember,
its curl pattern and stuff.
But yeah, I'm excited because I'm going for a like curl specialist consultation. So they're going to show me how to they're going to cut my hair, and I've gone to a curl specialist for haircuts before, and usually they cut to your curl pattern, which is like a very unique way to cut. And then they're going to show me some like products and like best ways. I'm like, are they going to use like a brush? Are they going to do finger? Like, I'm just very interested.
I cannot wait. You're filming this, right?
Yeah, because I also want to be able to look back and be like, okay, they said to do it.
I'm like, the short hair I feel like would be cute. It's like natural curls too.
I know.
Like it'd be just like,
whoop, embrace it and just like
very, I feel like
Meg
80s,
Ryan.
90s.
I love it. So it was just
perm.
like, I'm like, I'm not fighting the humidity right now. I'm just going to go curly. And then it's nice because it was just funny. Someone was like, have you always had curly hair? And I was like, literally woke up one day in like 8th grade. And then I was like, I just let my hair air dry and was like, or maybe 7th grade. And I was like, my hair's curly. This is weird. Never did that before. I was like, is that a spiral? And I think it's like when you go through puberty, like, just hormone changes.
Yeah, I don't remember like realizing it, but then I had like a pixie cut for a long time and I would scrunch it.
It was so
and
cute.
it would be like really, really curly.
I know, mine was
as a pixie.
really curly before, so we'll see. But one person it. That's my in.
Love it.
What's your out?
What is my out?
The end of the season. The end of the season. That makes you think of Bridgerton with the end of the season is approaching, but it's like the marriage season, right?
Yeah.
The marriage season is approaching.
Let's see. I think my out is just that like recently, I think I was saying this last time, that I've had all these really good TV shows that I've been following, right? I'm just like, this is the era of like all these good shows. And now I've like finished all of them. And I'm just kind of like, I guess I'm not watching TV tonight. Like that is kind of my norms. Like I don't usually watch that much TV, but lately it's been like, ooh, I got a show to watch while I'm like prepping dinner. I've got, and it's kind of nice, especially when it's cold and stuff. But now I'm just like, so because of that whole, I've been looking for like movies and, so I think Colin's very sick of me being like, I think tonight's a movie night. He's like, really? Because it's a commitment.
Colin loves movies, though.
I know, but it's like a commitment
I know what you're saying.
that you're like, okay, the next 2 hours, if we can decide that quickly.
Because Andrew and I are lucky if we make it through an episode. Like we're like, oh, well, let's watch some TV. Then it's like, oh, 20 minutes, time to turn it off.
But next movie is definitely Hamnet.
Because you read the book.
I read the book, and Jessie Buckley, I'm obsessed with her. She just won Best Actress at the Oscars. You
said the book was like good vibes, but not a ton of happening.
I feel like the book was super poetic, very like what do you say that cinematographic, very cinematographic. Like you could see it like being made in a movie. Like it was just so picturesque in its descriptions, and it just sort of depicted scenes from these people's lives.
Okay,
it's no spoiler alert. It tells you this from the beginning. Like Hamlet's or Shakespeare's youngest son dies. Like it tells you that from the beginning, and it's the story of like how his son's life, like how it affects Shakespeare, how it affects most importantly his wife, and sort of like how Hamlet is then written immediately following, like one of the best Shakespeare works. And so it was just like the book was so picturesque that I was like, okay, the movie's going to be great. And then Jessie Buckley, and I'm just like, she got famous like by doing Shakespeare at the Globe Theater.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But she's done a ton of like film acting since then. But I was just like, so that has to be my next movie. I'm like, she won. I was like, I've been wanting to see it. I wanted to see it in theater, and then I missed my chance. But next movie, definitely going to be that. And I love a good like film or book to film adaptation.
So. Yeah, a good one. When they can do it successfully, you're like, yes.
Yeah. So that's my out, but I guess an in because I have a movie to watch. So,
Yeah.
you know, there's a bright side.
I got Andrew hooked on watching all of Bridgerton with me, so that's
That
what
is
I'm like.
so cute.
I like we were doing the Queen's like little season, and then Andrew's like, we should go back and watch season 1 and 2. I'm like, yeah.
You don't have to ask me twice.
Don't need to ask me.
That's always like
see
I feel like
Jonathan Bailey.
we always see clips where it's like, you know, the guys are like, no, I don't want to watch, and then they're standing in the door like,
I was like, my husband in the show he didn't want to watch when they're
he's my husband and he's not watching. Yeah, you're like,
Andrew never
Sure.
said he didn't want to watch it, but he got roped into seeing the newest season with me, and then I was like, "You'd like the Queen season." And I was like,
it's
"I need the full picture."
like good storyline, relatively lighthearted, sexy time. Like, why not?
The Queen season.
Just saying, why not?
I digress, but
If it's not clear, we like Bridgerton.
we like Bridgerton. I don't. Too bad I have to wait a whole nother year for the next one. Whatever.
Oh my god, that's the worst.
Try not to mourn.
That should be the out.
Yeah. My out is I just kind of like tweaked my foot this week. It's feeling better. We just walked a ton over the weekend, and then like right when we were getting home, I was like, oh, my foot feels a little like just a little achy.
Off, yeah.
And then like the rest of the day, I was like gimping around. I was like,
We are not well.
I was just gimping, and then like it's just been a few days. I think I just like overdid it in not the best shoes.
Well, yeah, and you just like you don't get a chance to recover because you're walking so much.
Yeah.
Right. It's not like, oh, well, I'm not walking for the rest of the week. It's like, no, you're putting in at least 15,000 steps.
Yeah, but I haven't. I've been like, I went to the grocery
Elevate
store
that
and
foot.
took the bus back. I've been like icing, so it's feeling a lot better. But yeah, being in New York when your foot hurts is
Not ideal.
I'm like, someone give me one of those little rolly carts so I can just like, but yeah, and it's been like, it hasn't been super nice this week outside, so it's like
At least that's a good
it's okay,
excuse.
but yeah,
Yeah.
so feeling a little bit better. I was like, what can we make for dinner that I don't have to go to the grocery store as often?
Go through the pantry.
Yeah, seriously.
Dude, this week I bought like 2 $5 rotisserie chickens as like a special at the Fresh Market.
We love to hear it.
Love that grocery store. And all I did all week was like, okay, I'm gonna use it to make buffalo chicken like quesadillas. Oh, I'm gonna use it to make a chicken Thai salad. And I was like, buying such a minimal groceries. I was like, maybe this is the vibe all the time. Like maybe I just need to be rotisserie chicken girly.
I've heard a lot of people. I think it's in the air. People talk about rotisserie chicken.
Everyone's
like, let's get
everyone's just like, oh, this is recipe. You could use it like a pound and a half of rotisserie chicken, and I'm just like, I'm gonna just use chicken breast, and now I'm like, no, I see.
But no, rotisserie chicken is so good just because it's like it's just delicious.
I was telling Colin, it's like I feel like a Neanderthal though, because you like reach into the bag and you're just like.
you just nom on the
I mean, how can you get into that chicken without having a bite? I'm just saying.
I mean, it's true.
Some people are stronger than me, and I'm weak. Weak. I tell you, I can't like wait to take a bite of something. I'm always just like, no, I need a little sneaky bite. So.
It's like you've got the baguette, right? You got to eat the end.
I am not waiting till I get home. I'm not that girl.
I'm not that girl.
All right. So before we dive into our questions of the week from our DMs, we want to give a little update. We do have an update from one of our previous write-ins. To give you a little recap, this was a girlie whose husband was going to go on a 2-month solo trip.
Yes.
She was like, I fully support your adventure. Excited to enjoy some me time at home.
She was going to meet up with him.
Meeting him halfway through the trip for a week together in Paris to break up the time. Basically, she was asking tips on how to enjoy that time for herself. And we went into how like I did a lot of long distance with Colin and all that good stuff. So let me pull up our update here.
We love the updates, you guys. So
Seriously, we live
them
because we're like, you guys were right, and then we're like, wait, but like, what was the decision that ended up getting made? Or like, well, how did this progress?
I know. Some people are like, share more updates. We're like, we will if people send in the updates. So
Okay. So, quick recap. My husband was planning on going, yes. Well, Mother Nature had different plans for us. A few days before the trip, we found out we were expecting.
oh my gosh.
Whoa. That is a plot twist.
Where you're like, have fun.
See you in 2 months. I mean,
in 2 months. Well, in a month, right? 'Cause she was going to meet up with him.
yeah,
You're like,
but I mean,
hey,
but they
babe.
were going to basically be doing long distance. Yeah.
News flash.
So
I'm preggo.
we decided that he could still go, but if I needed him, he would come back immediately. Okay, fair.
You're like-
Probably a lot of stuff has already been bought. You've been planning on this, and you're sort of like, well, I mean, I will be growing a baby regardless whether you're here or not.
Like,
But if I start feeling like shit, then I need to come back.
you're like, I'm nauseous. I can't cook for myself. I'm going through all the struggles, right?
Yeah.
Of like first trimester,
Like,
which is usually the
if
struggle.
I need you, then
I'm
get
calling
your
the
booty
baby
back over
card
here.
and you're
Get
coming
the
home.
booty back over here. Okay, yeah. It started out fine. I got a HelloFresh subscription. We love. I hung out with friends, went on some nice solo hikes on the weekend. We kept in very good contact with texting throughout the day and would FaceTime on the weekends. Okay, that is a recipe for success. Let me just say.
Yeah.
He started his trip in Barcelona, then went to Leon France.
Leon
France.
France.
I just switched, you know. How do you say France? Oh, France.
I'm just so
then-
used to speaking in the French.
And then to Milan, Italy, to catch the opening ceremonies and a few days of the Olympics. Wow, that
that's
is killer. That's amazing. That's amazing.
epic. I'm sure you're at home and you're like, this is not maybe the solo, like embracing the time by myself that maybe
You're probably getting a little sick, probably not feeling maybe your best at home. You're
You're
like, I
like,
could use a
this
little
is fun.
saltine delivery over here.
A little back rub.
By the time he was finishing up in Leon, it had been about 2 weeks and things had started to become harder for me. I started having pregnancy symptoms and was starting to really miss him. We FaceTimed and we came up with a plan for him to come back by the end of the week. It was a great relief to have him back, and it was such a unique experience. I definitely recommend couples trying it, and I think I could have lasted longer if the situation had been different. But I'm
Yeah.
even more happy that we got to experience this before our next big chapter, which we are both very excited about.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing. And let me just say, I feel like what you said is such a great example of like a great, solid core relationship is where you're like, you support each other's travels. You're willing to be like, we're independently dependent on each other. Like we can make this happen, but you also know like you can be flexible and you know what your max is, right? You're like, he's like, I want to take this 2-month trip, but you know what? My wife is carrying our baby. I'm so excited to be
Yes.
a father. And if she's not feeling well, like, of course I'm going to come home. And you're
Yeah.
like, I might need you to come home.
Right.
And you do. And it's like, yeah, we're doing this together, right? It's not oh, I'm holding
Absolutely.
resentment against you or anything. So I think that is just major props to you guys. I think a lot of relationships
Yeah,
can
and
stand up to that, right?
and like he still got time for
Yeah.
a few weeks, like going to the
And
Olympics and all that. Like,
yeah, he hit some great spots.
and like I just think that's really fun. And like obviously, like the universe had those plans. We're like, let's throw a little tweak
Yeah,
in here.
that was a reason. There's a reason for that.
So, but you were open to it and you got some time by yourself, and you're like, actually, like I really miss you, and to be like, absolutely, I'm coming home to my baby and my wife, and like,
I feel like it's so hard to like, from what I've heard, not from experience, but like that first trimester, it's
Yeah.
like some people don't feel a thing. Some people are so ill.
Sick, like, every
sometimes you're like, you feel like overwhelmingly emotional because the hormone. It's like, anything is possible, and so
Yeah.
it's like you don't know what to expect. If I feel really bad, I'm gonna need my person to be there.
everybody's like, oh, I made it through the first trimester. So like being by yourself at part of the first trimester
You
is
might
like
be on the couch, like just trying not to barf,
Yeah.
So it's like if you need someone to
help you out.
cook something, scrub the
Props.
toilet, take you to a doctor's appointment, like
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. So
Oh,
glad
thank
got
you so
yours
much for the
both
update.
times. Yes.
Congratulations,
Thank
future
you.
mamacita.
Thank you. All right. Question number 1.
Buckle in.
Hi, ladies. Would love to hear more details of your skincare routines on the podcast.
Do we look youthful? Is that what it is?
I know you've talked about your tretinoin experience recently, but I'm curious about what else you found that works. I'm a busy teacher, so I don't have a ton of time or money, LOL. We can feel that, for
feel it.
skincare. But as I near 30, I'm realizing I need to be proactive because I'm already seeing fine lines. Sad face. Yeah, that's what those kids will do to you. I feel middle school. I'm like,
Those kids, you're like, are my 11th showing?
They said I'm gonna give you maybe from all the early mornings and teacher stress. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah,
You're like, just my 10th cup of coffee. It's fine.
it's only 4:45 a.m. I'm up. I'm trying to get things done. It's fun.
That's hilarious.
I'm hoping to build a simple routine with some quality products that help with fine lines, acne, and sensitivity/dryness. And I'd love to hear what products you love and what works best for you.
Love it.
We love.
We also,
I think as far as anti-aging, like the big ones they recommend are like a retinol or tretinoin. we both get ours through Agency, which is like an online subscription. They'll start you off.
It's like you're really working with a doctor, and they give you like
You have to have a prescription for tretinoin.
Yeah. So they give you an RX. They, you send in beginning pictures. They start off at a really low potency, and then they you slowly build. You talk to them as you're going through like progress. Like, oh, I'm seeing a lot of redness. Okay, let's tone it back a little bit. Or like, my skin feels fine. Let's increase it a little bit because your skin is like being able to deal with it. And we've really liked them.
I've been using them since 2023, March 2023.
Yeah.
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 So that's like 3 years.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's a long time. And I've kind of gone back and forth with them, but I do really like their products. I just found
took a while to get your tretinoin routine.
My skin, I feel like we have different sensitivities too. And I feel like mine was just like I would do it, and then all of a sudden I would break out in this weird rash. And so I've just been,
But now you went to the doctor. They were like, the whole wash your face, wait 30 minutes.
Yeah. Make sure your face is so dry. Sandwich method, moisturizer, tretinoin, moisturizer. It's great.
And it has helped me too with peeling. So
much.
I think if you need like a good moisturizer and the tretinoin, like that's a big step. I would say honestly, some of the best skincare that I've found is Korean skincare, and
Same.
It's not expensive.
Let me say, I'm from Rice Cream. It's a moisturizer, and I'm from Toner. You get them on Amazon. They're Korean. Such great products. Something about having that rice, it's like rice extract or something in there. But it really helps maintain like a dewiness and a moisture throughout the day without being sticky.
And their products,
I feel like especially like Japanese, Korean skincare, they do that so well where they get the dewiness without it being like heavy, sticky. Like,
and
I feel
like advanced for being like budget friendly. Like most of them are really budget friendly.
Seriously.
So then if you try something, you're like, I'm not sure if that was for me. Okay, it was like $10. It's not like you're like, that was an $80 cream.
Right. That's one that I have found. It's like really light, sticks with you throughout the day.
They said,
and I think more than anything, a sunscreen.
Big
every
one.
day.
Everyday sunscreen.
And
every
any
day.
Dermatologist will tell you that too. It's like, if you're just going to do one thing to anti-age, it's sunscreen. Put it on your neck and décolletage and back of your hands. That is something I'm trying to incorporate into my skincare routine. I know. Because they're like, those are the places that you show aging first. So face, neck, décolletage, and back of your hands.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, and then like maybe splurge for like a birthday facial every
we did
now
our
and
microneedling,
then.
And now we're really liking
it was really
went.
nice. But like honestly, you can get some really good budget if you go on TikTok and you just look up like best Korean skincare. Like most of them you can get on Amazon. They're budget friendly, and I know you mentioned acne too. Like I don't have a ton of acne tips, but like there's a ton of Korean skincare that's also for like reducing like dryness if you're also acne prone or like mixed. And what do they call that?
Like mix combination skin.
Yeah.
I do have a friend who I recommended Tula to, and she dealt with a lot of like adult acne and weird stuff, and she was saying that was something that really helped her. Okay. So if you're someone who just kind of like needs the acne care as well, like alongside something that's really good for sensitive skin, like just basic SPF moisturizers too, cleanser, they are really great, and they're I feel like they're known specifically for acne care too.
Yeah.
And for being like clean.
But I would say get a tretinoin and sunscreen, and then look
and
into
a good moisturizer.
Like a good moisturizer, like a Korean skin moisturizer, and like that will keep you like, because the tretinoin takes a while because it helps like thicken your skin a little bit, and also
and
helps,
it helps like the layers
like
turn over.
Turn over. And that's like through a dermatologist.
Yeah.
Like you get the prescription, so it'll help. And and always like you can go talk to your dermatologist as well and be like, I'm looking for something budget friendly. They'll have some good recs.
But those are some things that
we're not
like,
professionals.
And on a daily basis, also we're not wearing heavy makeup.
Yeah,
like
we're not.
Sarah and I don't really, and I think that helps your skin also breathe a little bit better. And I guess something I also do is I've been cleansing. If you have sensitive skin, I've been cleansing with an oil cleanser.
Yes.
And I have found that so it's like, I'll do like just a regular cleanser, but then the oil cleanser just takes anything that's left over,
Removes
but it's
without stripping.
And I feel like that to me, especially in the winter, has been
Me too.
really helpful.
An oil cleanser has been a huge difference.
Yeah. So I'll say that, like, not just things that you're adding, but things that are like also helping remove your makeup. If you're just someone who like gets makeup
Wipes. I heard those can be really irritating.
That to me could not be more irritating.
Yeah.
A little too exfoliating, but yeah, give the oil cleanser a try too. But like, keep it simple. Doesn't need to be expensive. Doesn't need to be like 20 different things, my 20-step routine. No, it really doesn't have to be that complicated.
It does not.
And if you want some specifics, you can also write us and we'll send all this to you. Well, we should put this in the show notes too.
Yeah. And I'm sure some summer vacation, some spring break will do wonders for your skin.
Yes, it'll release all those tension headaches. Question number 2, especially potent for this episode. Everyone I know is getting pregnant.
I swear, like all the influencers I follow too, they're like, I'm pregnant.
Within the course of like 2 months,
everybody's on the same wave. It's like, whoa,
everywhere.
Everybody had the same idea.
Hi, Sarah and Leah. I'm 33 and currently live in Connecticut. Should we be besties?
What is it? Connecticut?
It's Connecticut, but I like to say Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Let's just say it has a better ring to it.
I love it.
I'm working on the rebranding with the government. I'm 33 and currently live in Connecticut. Okay, let's meet up for coffee. What are we doing? I moved to Connecticut about 2 years ago and love the East Coast after living, growing up in the South. I've spent this past year becoming confident in my independence and making new friends. I have about 4 women in my close circle, and within the past few months, all of them have gotten pregnant for the first time.
You're like, did we plan this? Or like,
you're like,
okay,
I thought we were living in our like, strong independent woman era. We're all getting pregnant. Okay.
We're all friends. We're on the same cycle. And then it's like, I missed mine. I missed mine. I missed mine.
And you're just like,
you're like, I got mine.
I'm so happy and excited for them, but it's all started to make me feel like an anxious ticking clock since I don't even have a boyfriend.
You're like, the womb, I feel a tick in the womb.
The cart before the horse. I've always wanted to get married and have kids, and now I feel even further behind in life and sad that I'm the only one not entering this new chapter in my life. Any advice would be great, and love your millennial makeovers.
Okay, totally get that. Like, there's always a sense of like your friend group, right? Or the people around you where you're like, and mirroring as women is a huge thing where you're like
how can literally all of your besties around you being like, I'm pregnant, I'm blah, blah, blah. And then you're just like, not I,
you're like, is that some estrogen in the air? Like, whew, like you're just probably like getting the,
like, I don't even have a partner yet. Like, oh God.
So it makes sense.
But I can see you like predicting your timeline of like, okay, I meet someone in the next 6 months. We're together for a year. We get married. We immediately start having kids, or like we decide to start having kids, and you're just like, that puts me at, you're trying to predict. We're like, whoa.
Also think about, I know you're like, all my friends are in this phase. Imagine how much your friends are going to extra love you when they are all like, in the thick of it.
You're going to be like cool.
And you're like
auntie.
I'll bring you coffee, right? You're going to be the cool auntie.
You're going to make all the little drive-bys of like, should I come over with some magazines so we can just chat?
Yeah. Should I bring you coffee? Should I bring you soup? I like soup batched with one of my friends before she had her baby, like froze a bunch of soups.
Love it.
But totally understandable that you're feeling like a little in the dust. You're like, cool, all my friends are here and I'm on this little island by myself. But at the same time, no one is moving through life at the exact same pace. And you have spent so long building this friend group. Now you're going to be there for them. You're going to learn, think of all the tips you're going to learn from them.
That's true.
You're going to have all the knowledge. So then when it's your turn, you'll be like, let me consult my 4 besties. They all have children. They will all tell me. They'll be like, get this bra, get this stroller, done, bada bing. I don't need to do the research.
I feel like every mamacita with her, like, a kid, they need that friend who does not have a kid.
Yes.
Just to sort of like, wait, bring me back to real life. Like, give me a little bit of levity.
Remind me I'm a woman.
Right. It's like when you're in the thick of it and it's like you're spiraling. It's like you need someone who's going to come in with a different perspective, and you are going to be like that breath of just like different perspective that they need, and also someone with like different ties of what they're doing right now, and maybe they're, it's like, okay, well, I want to just have someone to have coffee with. Maybe the other moms are busy, and you're like, okay, I'm a little bit more free.
It's true.
Great.
It's true. And, if your friends are all crazy busy when they're like 1 month old, 2 month old, could have some more time to like go
Yeah.
check out some
And
meetup groups.
Let's
maybe.
also put this in perspective that we hear all the time. It's like, oh, you're 30 and you don't have kids. Are you 33 and you don't have kids? Especially if it's something that you want, right? It's another thing if you're like, I don't even know if I want to have kids, but you're like, I've always wanted to get married. I've always wanted to have kids. 33 is still quite young.
It is.
Like what our cousin had a baby and she was like 40.
Yeah.
You know, I have many friends who are like 40, 41 and having kids like naturally. I think let yourself relax a little bit in the sense of like so much can happen in the scope of 5 years.
Yeah.
To like
In a couple
you could
years.
meet I'm saying you could meet somebody, have 2 kids in 5 years and you'll be like, it's fine. You know, like I did it. You could also not meet somebody, but then at that point it's like you have the option of you could freeze your eggs. You know, there's like a lot of,
you could whatever. Like
there's a lot of things. And I think it's impossible to predict how life is going to unfurl. And one of the biggest stressors that I sometimes struggle with is like not knowing the future. Not knowing like,
Peace in the
oh, am
unknown.
I gonna have the security of knowing what I'm doing? Like, am I gonna have a singing gig in the next 6 months? Am I gonna do this? Like, are Sarah and I gonna get some brand collaborations? Right? It's like there's a lot of unknown, and the truth of the matter is that like it takes away so much of the joy of living by trying to know.
it's true.
And if you knew right now, it would take away some of the joy of like finding out all those steps along the way.
Yeah.
So, you know, much easier said than done, but try and find the joy of the process.
Don't wish away your days now for the
what's
for the
gonna
hope
be.
of something tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like
You
the
only get to do this once.
You only get to do this once. You don't want to think I wasted this whole year just stuck in my head wishing I was with somebody when like this could be like, you know, you could meet someone in a month and this will be like the last like single time you have to really just enjoy being single and like strengthening, like you said, your new community, new
Yeah.
friends. So the only thing that's for certain is right now. And like,
Yes.
don't wish away the time that you have right now, happy, healthy, with great friends that you things to celebrate for, you know, the future and feeling unknown. And it's way easier said than done, but like good things to hold on to in our minds.
Yeah. And I also just want to add that when these friends do have their babies, I think it's easy in like our like Americanized society to be like, okay, well now they're off the market. Like now we can't really hang out and all this stuff. Like don't let yourself not continue to ask about like, oh, should I pop over and bring some soup? Oh, like, would
Yeah.
you want to meet up on Thursday for a coffee? Or how about you come over, you and, you know, your partner, and I cook you dinner, whatever. You just be like, of course, like bring the baby along.
Yeah.
Right. Like I think that's what new parents also desperately want.
They need that connection and like, oh, human contact. Like,
Yeah.
I've been around a baby. Like, oh, you're not screaming at me. I've been around a screaming baby for like
Right.
months.
Right. So don't let up on those askings, even if the accepting of them is less because people are overwhelmed or busy or sleepless or whatever.
You might just have to be the one that's doing the, I'll come
Yeah.
over. How about I come over tomorrow? Like, honestly, like, let me just cook you dinner or let me just bring you coffee. You might have to be the one that's doing more of the reaching out, but like your friends are going to be so grateful to have you there too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be really fun. And yeah, we're rooting for you because we're like, you know, we're in the same situations. Like we
cool
don't have
auntie
kids, right?
phase.
We're in our cool auntie phase.
It's a good phase to be.
It's a good phase to be. Yeah.
All right. Our last question of the season.
Wow.
I thought this one was interesting because it kind of ties into like, it's the flip side of the coin of the last question. Like we said, right, grass is always greener. So they said, I feel like I lost my identity with motherhood. Writing into your podcast because I've been struggling as a new mom. My daughter is 3 months old and I absolutely love being her mom, but I feel like I've lost my identity. I used to never leave the house without my hair and makeup done, met up with friends weekly, went to the gym 5 times a week. Now I can barely find the energy to put on jeans, much less get dressed up. I know everyone says the first few months are a learning curve and things will get back to normal, but it's hard for me to even remember what things were like before I became a mom.
She's like, when is that
Yeah.
sense of normal
You're
coming
like, did I
back
used to
here?"
just come home and sit and scroll?
You're like, did I put any deodorant on today?
Did I brush my teeth?
I don't know.
My identity has shifted and I love being a mom, but I don't want to lose the version of me from before either. So this is the same, right? Like you're worried about not having a baby or a partner. Well, this girl before And this mom's like,
she's doing it. And
and
she's
now
like,
I'm
who
like,
the hell am I?
wait,
Right.
Like this lady is probably looking and like obviously loves being a mom, loves her daughter, but it's probably like, oh my God, to be that single friend and just
And she's like, Julie's over here hitting Pilates 5 times a week and
Yeah.
like getting margs with, Olivia. And like, I'm over here in like spit up
yeah.
and I don't even know how, when I wash these jeans.
come home from work and like you can just, the time is yours to do what you want
Yeah.
with. And
Yeah.
so
How to sort of like reconnect with your identity as a new mom.
no, we're not moms, so we do not have the direct
we're
advice.
speculating / going off of advice of others and / what we have experienced.
I know everybody does say like, as they said, the first few months are like a learning curve, especially if you're a new mom. It's everybody that I know that has kids has said going from 0 to 1 was the hardest. Out
going
of
from 1
anything.
to 2.
1 to 2,
Way
2 to
easier.
3 even, way easier than 0 to 1 because you're literally like, you don't have that intuition. You're not trusting yourself. So not only are you feeling maybe insecure about some of the things you're doing as a new mom, you're also like kind of mourning the version of yourself that's like changing
because you're
and
like,
growing.
okay, that person is never gonna fully. It's like a different era of
Different
yourself
era.
because
Yeah.
you're never not gonna have been a mom.
yeah,
Never.
like that's now part of who you are.
That's part of your makeup now, and
a change in like a shift of perspective on everything, right? Like,
but that other version of you is still there.
yeah,
She's there. Maybe she's just not as ignited as she used to be.
because you're probably exhausted, like totally exhausted. You're
You're
probably
trying
not
to
sleeping
keep.
and
You're trying to keep an adorable blob alive that can't do anything for itself. That's
Yeah.
stressful.
while being
That's stressful,
sleep
baby.
deprived, and that doesn't leave much room to be like, remember that spunky girl that
I'm
used
like,
to
oh
run
man,
around?
you know what I want to do? Put on my ankle weights right now and get a good sweat on. Like,
yeah, and you're like, oh, she exists when I get more than 7 hours of sleep
Yes.
a night, right?
Yes.
At least 6.
So, from what friends have told me too, what makes the biggest difference on a day-to-day basis is taking literally 5 minutes, setting a timer for 5 minutes and just doing your makeup.
Or whatever is like,
You're like getting ready.
I'm gonna sit here and sip my coffee and do nothing.
Well, for me, I'm saying
5
what people have said is getting ready. So it's not a take the 5 minutes for you, even though that is the same thing for you, but it's set a timer and you literally just have to get ready for the day. You know,
Like do something that makes you think of the quote unquote version of yourself, right?
Yeah.
If it's
even if you're like, I don't have time to get ready, literally like,
I'm doing what I can in 5 minutes.
yeah. Like whether it's swiping one thing of mascara on and just blow drying your bangs, right? We'll put it up, but let the bangs be free. Like if that makes you feel like you're slightly like, if you said, I only have 5 minutes to get quote unquote ready for the day, that it just gives you a little bit more of a morale boost that you're like, you don't feel so slobby, right? Because you're like, I don't even know, like, I can't even put jeans on. It just gives you that sense of I am preparing myself and taking that 5 minutes to invest in not only how I look, but it's going to affect how you feel. And that's what I've heard is like, 5 minutes.
Yeah. Maybe it's like a habit stacking thing. Again, we're speculating since we're not moms. Maybe it's like, okay, I fed the morning bottle, baby's taking a nap in those 5 minutes of that time, right? Because if you're stacking it to a habit that's you're already putting in place, it's more likely to stick.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not picking up my phone in that time. I'm
Baby's
not
asleep, 5
doing
minutes
other
to do my makeup.
chores. Yeah. It's like that takes priority.
Because then at the end of the day, whether it's, you putting on the makeup or you putting your hair back in some style, like a ponytail even, but just like, okay, it's a slicked back ponytail. It doesn't look like I just rolled out of bed ponytail. Or like I spritzed a little bit of my perfume to make myself like things that bring me joy, taking 5 minutes. At the end of the day, even on a crazy day, you can lay in bed and be like, I took time for myself.
Because, this is nowhere near like the same thing. But if I've been sick for a week and I'm literally laying on the couch, I haven't washed my hair, I am just laying there, right? I haven't done my makeup, all this stuff. It's like I feel bad or I feel worse.
Yeah.
Because I just haven't put myself together at all too.
It's not mentally making you feel pumped up.
Exactly.
right?
And if I'm like, okay, I'm going to go wash my hair, I'm going to like put on something, even though I feel bad, it's like I do immediately feel better.
Yeah.
Just because I've invested like a pinch of a time, and like forcibly, right? You're like have to extract that time.
Yeah.
And see if your partner can help you with that too if there is a partner involved.
And your single besties. Girl
Right?
number 2. This is where
Call Tia over and be like, you can come over for coffee. Hold Charlotte for a second while I do my
take a
5-minute
shower.
makeup.
This is where girl number 2, you earn the golden friend points, and mom number 3 is like ready to like kiss your feet.
Especially if you said like you used to be super social, like go out with friends multiple times a week. Tell your friends like, I still want to hang out with you. Just, I need one of you to come over.
And it's funny because I guarantee you're like, oh, I feel bad asking them to come over when I'm like, around a crying baby or whatever. And then friend number 2 is like, I want to hang out, but like, I feel bad. I don't want to impose. Like,
exactly.
If they're your friend, just put it out there, right? Like the love is in the air already. And it's just like, we can help each other.
Yeah.
To like,
or even it's like, shall we just take a walk around the block?
Yeah. Put baby in a stroller.
Maybe they'll fall asleep.
Absolutely.
We can take a walk. It can be 30 minutes.
Coffee and walk.
Yeah. I think, like just putting yourself together a little bit. And maybe there's something you can do while you're cleaning the bottles or while you're, while baby's napping a little bit. Maybe you love reading. Okay, maybe that stresses you out to pull out a full-on book. You're like, well, I'm maxed out. Can you put on an audiobook? Can you listen to a podcast?
Yeah. A little Bridgerton, listen
but
to
you
a
know what I
little
mean? Like,
Escape.
is there something that you feel like this is fun, even if you can multitask with it?
Maybe you love dancing. You put on a little song. You can like dance with baby, and like also you're like, oh, I danced around today. Like I let my energy.
Yeah. Just find. We're saying like small things,
tiny,
that are going to help you feel just like if you loved moving your body, move your body in a way that still fits in like this crazy time of your life.
It's a learning curve. You might
Whether
try
it's
something
going on a walk, maybe it's just dancing around the house, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe it's doing a little 5-minute stretch video that you found on YouTube, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I think find those things that really made you feel like this was my identity. I loved working out. I loved hanging out with friends. I like being social.
Start small.
Find ways to just add a pinch of that back into your routine, because you're in fight or flight, you're in survival mode,
so tired, and like more time I feel like will open up as you get more used to the routines.
Yeah.
It's like you're in the learning curve where like
Everything
think about when
feels
you
like it
start a
takes
new
so
job,
long.
right? This is a new job. You're like making sure this little person stays alive, right? It's so mentally taxing and physically. After, a little bit, the learning curve kind of balances out and you feel more secure in
You're
yourself.
like, I know what I'm doing. I've
that
done it
will
for
happen.
3 or 4 months, right?
It will happen.
I know it feels impossible, but we are so rooting for you over here.
We're rooting for
All you
you.
single,
Contact your single friends.
you babyless friends out there. You better contact your mama friends, and all the moms contact your baby free friends, and be like, we need to hang out right now.
Girl
Let's
support.
Yes.
And on that note, thank you so much for listening to season 1 of the Inside Scoop podcast.
We have loved having you all here. It is the highlight of our week, and we hope that it's somewhat of the highlight of your weeks too.
Yes, keep sending us questions to our DMs. We'll still be checking them, getting our pool ready for season 2. Hope you have a great start to April, and we'll be back soon to chat more.
Can't wait.
Bye.
Bye.